Hey folks, Sam here with Sam Wood Outdoors. Hey, pretty PO'd right now. I got some disturbing news and I want to pass it along to you guys. So anyways, here we go. Earlier this year, a friend of mine's dad passed away, Eric Coggin. And his dad passed away, and his dad was a big hunter and trapper and fisherman, and he loved to bear hunt and stuff like that. So anyways, a few months after Eric's dad had passed away, Eric's mom called him and said, hey, your dad got a fisher and an otter tag here for the state. And they got together and they decided they wanted to take and pass that along to a youth. And we brought it up in the video. We tried to get some kids, tried to get this tag to some kids, and one thing or another, it didn't work out. So we decided they decided they're going to give the tags to Logan, the little 9-year-old kid that I took deer hunting this year. I took him fishing. I took him trapping last year a little bit. So anyways, we're going to give the tags to Logan, and I thought it was great, and I was like, this is so cool. I'm going to do a video on it, legacy of Eric's dad, and we're just going to let people know that you can, in Wisconsin, you can legally pass down to your grandkid or another kid. You can give them your bear tag once you pass, or your preference points and stuff like that. Really good program. So anyways, I go and I get all the stuff filled out for Logan, 9 years old, he's signing his legal signature, and I get the paperwork to Eric, and Eric does the stuff on his end, and Eric literally drives this paperwork to Madison because he wants to make sure all our T's are crossed, all our I's are dotted. We don't want to screw this up. It's his dad's last tags. DNR turns it in, yep, looks good. So they say, we'll let you know. About a month later, we all get a letter in the mail. Hey, we decided the state of Wisconsin is going to issue the tags to Logan. Everything's good. They'll be in the mail in a couple of weeks. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. A couple of weeks go by, Logan gets the tags. Everything's cool. Eric's like, hey, what are we going to do? And I'm like, hey, I'm going to come home from North Dakota for Wisconsin deer hunting. I'm going to help this kid. I told him I promised him we'd try to get a deer. Hopefully we can get this tag filled, and then I'm going to take him to a spot where I know that's further north than where I live, and camp out, get a motel room, whatever we got to do, and I'm going to help this kid. I'm going to fill this fisher tag, and then later on when I come home again, I'll help him fill the otter tag. It's all good. We're good to go. We're going to do a video. Everything's great. So, Saturday, Sunday, we don't fill a tag. Monday, Logan goes to school. Tuesday, he goes to school. Wednesday, I get him. Boom! Wednesday, he fills his gun deer tag. We actually shot it with a crossbow off the ground. It's cool. I'm excited, but that's off the plate. Now we got Thanksgiving Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we're going to go up, and we're going to try to fill this fisher tag. Everything's good to go. We're going along. Thursday, I get a text from Rob Seafeld. He sends me a text. He is a Wisconsin assemblyman, good friend of mine. We're working on some stuff, but he says, hey, check this out. I met this girl. She's 10 years old. She's killed a bear. She's killed a couple deer, and now she's got an otter tag, and she can't fill it. I'm like, what do you mean she can't fill it? Well, she doesn't have Trapper's Ed. Me and Rob are working on a bill to get Trapper's Ed 100% online, a video course. Kids take the test, adults, whatever. You take the test, and you can buy a license. Now listen, guys, in the state of Wisconsin, you can actually be a licensed accountant. You can get a degree in accounting, all that. You can do it all online, but for some reason, we can't get Trapper's Ed. I get it. Hunter's education, they take a class. You can take a class online for Trapper's Ed, but you have to do a field test, just like if you did Hunter's Ed online. You got to take a field test. But the ultimate flaw in this whole system is when it was designed, the Wisconsin Trappers were going to supply all these instructors. We're going to have a class for every county, and all tanked, and all's gone into crapper. They can't get enough instructors. It's 5 to 7 classes in the whole state. They're full. People get turned down. It's a disaster. You can't get the field thing. There just ain't enough people. So what Rob and a friend of his, Romaine Quinn, Assemblyman Quinn, wrote the mentor trapping bill. So they wrote this bill. They're going to allow 16 and under to trap with a licensed trapper, as long as both people have, the mentor and the mentee have their tags on the trap. The guy can set the trap, give it to the kid can go down and make the set. and everything's going to be legal. That's how we're going to take the pressure off the trappers' head. We're going to keep these kids involved until we can get them through the program. It's a great idea. Everything's good to go. So they're going to get the bill wrote. They're going to have this meeting. They're going to get the support of the Wisconsin Trappers Association, and for some reason the Wisconsin Wildlife Federation. So the head of the Wisconsin Trappers, the president, Scott Zimmerman, he's in this meeting with Assemblyman Quinn and Assemblyman Stapple, and they're in this meeting, and George Meyer, who is the head of the Wisconsin Wildlife Federation, he's in this meeting, and they say they will not back the bill the way it's written. What? Sounds perfect. We're going to get these kids. Nope. We don't want them to be allowed to trap. We need to put the exclusion in there that they need to not be allowed to trap otter, fisher, or bobcat in the state. I don't know why Meyer and Zimmerman thought that was a good idea, but that's the only way that they would back this bill. So it goes through, and it gets passed. So anyways, here we are. So Rob tells me this girl can't. I'm like, are you kidding me? Get her in a method trapping. He says you can't trap it. So now we're leaving the next day, me and Logan, and we're going to go up and trap, and Eric's probably going to take some time off, and he's going to come up there and trap with us and remake this video, and we cannot do it. Now, I know there's a bunch of you out here right now that are like, are you kidding me? I got my daughter, my son, the neighbor kid, we got him an otter tag or a fisher tag, and my nephew, and you cannot fill them. Legally, in the state of Wisconsin, under the mentor trapping law, they are not allowed to trap an otter, a fisher, or a bobcat. We're pretty sure you can take that bobcat tag and give it to a 6-year-old kid, and they can run hounds and run it up a tree, and the kid can shoot it, but he can't trap it. You can give your bear tag to a kid 15, 16, 12, 6, 5, and they can shoot a bear, but you cannot trap an otter or fisher. I don't know what George Meyer and Scott Zimmerman were thinking when they screwed over these kids in this mentor trapping program by doing this. Hopefully they chimed in this video and they justify it. I don't see how they can. But for the rest of you, we need to back a bill that allows kids to do this. We need to back a bill that allows kids to get a license. We need to back a bill that allows the hunters or the trappers ed program to be online, because listen guys, the WTA, Scott Zimmerman, they dropped the ball on it. Scott Zimmerman backed a bill that doesn't allow trapping kids to enjoy trapping, to trap an otter or fisher. These kids are sending in for tags, getting them themselves, or I don't know how that Eric's paperwork and this paperwork for Logan made it all the way through the state that actually issued them tags with their names on them that cannot legally be filled. This is bullshit.